And Shaan back to take you through part 3 of the tutorial mission for Star Trek Online. We have looked at briefly clicking into your inventory to move stuff onto your person, and it was a weapon. We haven't done too much with that because at the moment we have an empty inventory. There's no point looking at it when there's nothing there. Same with the other bars. This one at the bottom, there's lots you can do with it. But again, nothing at the moment. One thing you can do, for instance, on the chat bar on the side, there's various options here we will look at. But anything that can be resized, like any Windows computer object, for instance, this box, put your cursor on the side and you can stretch it out up and down. We'll go through the various texts and colors later. Let's just finish this tutorial off, and then you can say you've finished a mission, you know how to do stuff, and that's really what this first 4 videos was all about. So onwards towards our yellow arrow, and we'll notice right here that there are controls, and that's for the comms. We can hear, if you've got your sound on, the sound of phaser guns outside this door, so we know something is going on. We did briefly catch it at the end of the last video, but ignoring that, listen to the sounds. Something's going on. Access to comms.
We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant.
Captain Garrett tells us what's going on. We have Klingons on the ship.
And blocked our access. Start with the engineering lab.
Tells us where we need to go. We need to go first to the engineering lab and then on to other rooms. So we know they're outside the door. We may as well draw our weapon ready. We've got auto fire on. If you remember, if you hold your right mouse button down over a weapon setting, it'll turn them on or off. For instance, when they're grey, they are on manual fire. When they are green, they are automatic fire. And again, there's different reasons for using automatic and non-automatic. So we'll take ourselves through the door, have a quick look left and right. Seems to be a little bit of fire going on there. Mia's is telling us stuff. Again, I say stuff, you can read that yourself. Now, bringing up our mini-map here, we find that we actually have to go the opposite way to where the fighting is. That doesn't mean we don't have to go there. We can go there and we can
we'll handle these Klingons. Sounds like you're needed in the
sort the Klingons out. They said they can handle them, but hey, we're here now. Let's give them the blaster to the face, calm them down a bit, and now we go back in the direction of the research lab. Again, we could run, but we take it easy. We don't know what's around the corner. Klingon on the left. We need to go in there. We know they're in there. We can press the D button to move sideways, catch them unawares here. And don't forget, you can use a little bit of cover. You don't have to be macho man. If there's cover available, take it. Again, in the early missions, you're not going to get hurt, to be honest. So you can gung-ho it a little bit, but it's good practice to make like you're actually there and not do that. A little glowing lights here tells us we need to do something. We're going to stabilize the plasma conduits here, get everything working properly.
Plasma conduits reinitialized. Auxiliary
now we need to go to the armory.
Now clear out that armory.
Again, we'll open our map up. Where's the armory? We are in the middle, so we need to go out the door, turn left. Now, red dots denote where the enemy are, so we actually know there's somebody there. It's not a surprise. It's never a surprise at this stage in the game. so we know what we've got to do.
Watch out! More Klingons!
And here he comes. He's a bit slow off the mark. We'll take him out. And again, to the left here, we have the Armory. We were in here in a previous video testing our weapons. Come in, we can use the tab key to auto target. Remember to get out the way of those red circles once you go up a level or so, because they will do you some damage. At the moment, we can't really be damaged because we don't have an energy loss when we get hit. But eventually we will do. And up in the left-hand corner here, you can see my avatar's picture, my name, and here you've got two bars. The green one is your health, and the blue one is your shields. So eventually you're going to need to watch that, because if they go right down, you're going to end up unconscious. You never die in the game, you just respawn. But if you've been playing a long mission without a break point and you die, sometimes you get put a long way back, and it's a long walk back to where your mates are. So try not to die. It's bound to happen. It'll happen to me in these videos. It'll happen to you a lot more until you get used to it. But yeah, even at the high level, you will eventually cop a lot of action. Let's see how far we can go with these tutorials, or even as I progress through the game without dying. That'll be interesting. So we need to go through these doors. This is engineering. But first, we need to talk to Mia's again. Icon above her head on the right-hand side here, it tells us to do that. And into engineering we go. Clear up the valleys. Now, if you've got somebody targeted, keep shooting at them, because as soon as you stop shooting at them, their energy and health levels will start to come back up. So if you keep changing your target, it's going to take you a lot longer to kill them off. Here we need to activate the comms panel. Now, we need to look around to find it. This time it's on the wall here.
Nice work. Internal sensors show you
Garrett
secure
tells
the
us
engineering.
we've been
I
good
need you to take a
boys,
Some missions in Star
and or
Trek
girls.
Online will change based on your career track: engineering, science, or tactical.
Now, as you've just seen there in this green box, it says that your missions can change depending on your career. As I said in the very first tutorial, setting your character up, your character will determine the actions you have to take in certain missions. So if you're playing with a mate who's a sci-fi officer and you're tactical, you'll have to do different things to complete the same mission. This one says we need to bring the engines back online. So we need to find out what we can do in here, which is the engine room, of course, of the original starships from the original series. Over here we have our flashing lights on the console, so that's where we need to do things. Here it says bring the engine back onto line. So we do that.
Back online. Initiate evasive maneuvers.
And now take the turbo lift to the bridge. So again, open your mini map up, look for where the turbo lift is. Now on here it's not really too clear, but if we scroll in and in, we can see actually it's right opposite us. One thing with a lot of these early missions is it seems to have a logical order. It won't make you go miles back to do the next part. So we're going to come out, cross the corridor, into the left, up to the bridge.
Sir, incoming transmission.
Now we need to activate the view screen here. And again, our little flashing lights.
Federation starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
Now, a lot of those screens you cannot get out of by pressing escape or whatever. You actually have to watch them. Other times you can, if you've done the mission before and it allows you to, which is not always, you can press the escape key and hold it down. And on the top right-hand side, you'll get a circle telling you it's going to skip that cutscene if you can. But as I say, first run round, don't do that. You're missing all the beautiful work that's been put into this game.
Good work, Lieutenant. The Klingons will think twice before they try to board this ship again.
Now,
You take
this
the
is an
helm.
interesting
We need to get
screen.
to
It's
a
the end
friendly
of this
sector.
particular mission. And it tells us on the left-hand side what happened. If we scroll down, it tells us the rewards we're going to get. So here we're going to get some expertise points. They are very important. And experience points. We're also going to get an officer who's going to join us on our ship, a ship we do not have yet. We also are going to get some new impulse weapons, some phaser weapons, impulse engine I meant, and a shield. But we're going to take these things because we will need them very shortly.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Spock says, "Congratulations, Lieutenant." We're now, if you look in the top left, we're now at level 3, heading towards level 4. And here it's our bridge officer we've just managed to get as a reward for our mission. Been a success. Read this, it tells us we can change the officer's name, uniform, which we'll do later on. You'll probably find you've developed your own ship's uniform, so you'll want to put your crew into your uniform. Not important at this stage, so we'll come to that when it is. We can click OK on there. Now it says take the helm. It needs us to take the helm, so we'll do that. We'll get another load screen.
Sensors are picking up Klingon power signatures in 2 nearby satellites. I'm thinking they're
Now in
broadcasting the
this
distress
next
signals that are
video,
alerting
we're
our
going to look
ships.
at
Bring us in
space
close
combat.
so we can scan them and find out.
A very basic look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video. You've successfully taken yourself through that mission. You've upgraded a couple of levels. You've learned how to do some very basic things, and you're pretty much good to go at that level. You should be able to walk, shoot, aim, interact with items, talk to characters, follow a storyline on the right-hand side, follow what you have to do in a mission. So in the next video, I will take you through the space mission, and then we will look at all the other boxes. So thank you for watching this shorter video, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.